Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I thank the honourable member for this question. I understand the honourable member is a beneficiary under this Aftercare Fund because of his time that he served in the Middle East. Mr. Speaker, sir. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, that brings me to a very important point. The honourable member had served in the Middle East, but he would know that from 1978 to 1997, all those who actually served in the Middle East were actually not compensated for death or injury until the Beni Marama government actually introduced that. That was introduced, Mr. Speaker, sir. It was only from 1996 and 1997 onwards that those people received compensation, but those who served from 78 to 1997 did not receive a single cent. So they are now part of the Aftercare Fund and in fact receive compensation. Similarly, Mr. Speaker, sir, the government had also, Mr. Speaker, sir, the members of Parliament will remember this, in 2014-2015, we also included those veterans who were served in Christmas Island. As we all know, that Christmas Island where they had the nuclear testing. And those veterans actually suffered, their families suffered because of the radiation from the nuclear exposure, sir. And they were for years struggling and talking about taking the Brits to court, to International Court of Justice, etc. And as we know, that many of the colonizing powers in those times, including USA and France, etc., they never paid out compensation in that respect. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, government again, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, and those who were here in Parliament will remember that we had allocated a tune of about $2.5 million where we paid a one-off compensation to those veterans or their family members, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Aftercare Fund, sir, previously obviously applied to those who served in World War I, World War II, and of course in the Malay campaign, and Christmas Island, sir. And Mr. Speaker, sir, the peacekeepers, of course, who went to Sinai, Lebanon, Golan Heights, and Iraq. But also we had included, Mr. Speaker, sir, in 2014, police and prison officers who also went on peacekeeping duties. They were also included together with the soldiers as part of the Aftercare Fund, Mr. Speaker, sir. And Mr. Speaker, sir, of course, as we all know, if the honourable member wants the monthly allowances, Mr. Speaker, sir, it's paid to ex-servicemen and wives, spouses, husbands, widows, and children, and disabled children, sir. The allowances for married recipient is $199.40 per month. Single recipient is $124.60 per month. Each child recipient is eligible for $39.25 per month. And disabled child allowance is $99.70, Mr. Speaker, sir. The number of recipients varies depending on the death of recipients and the submission of life certificate every 6 months, sir. This allocation is directed towards special grant, Mr. Speaker, sir, medical assistance to the aid for the medical care of the ex-police, RFMF, and ex-correction service officers and their dependents in accordance with the Aftercare Fund Act. Medical assistance is essential for this aging generation, Mr. Speaker, sir, and the fund is required to provide the assistance as and when it is requested by the recipients. These include purchase of diapers, medication, spectacles, hearing aids, canes, crutches, wheelchairs, and dialysis treatment. Speaker, sir, the medical allowance is requested by recipients and when approved, it's about $150, Mr. Speaker, sir. Education assistance, like medical assistance, education is essential for the molding care of the children. This is a provision for payment of basic stationeries and one pair of uniform for each applicant from primary, secondary schools, plus tuition only for the tertiary institutions, sir. Speaker, sir, there's also a death benefit that is payable to under this particular scheme. I've got the figures, of course, that I can pass on to the honourable members as to what amounts have been paid over the past number of years. And I've got the figures here from 2018, 2019 up till the present date. And also I've got the financial updates and the utilization rate. For example, 2017, 2018, 100% of what was provided for was used. Similarly, 2018, 2019, in the revised budget of 2019-2020, sir, 99% was used. 2020-2021, 80% in revised budget, Mr. Speaker, sir, so far is 75% have been used. Thank you, sir.